Ladies and gentlemen, today we're gonna do a quick test to check if the self-driving for the Tesla is it worthy or not. Let's go. And we have here Mrs. Candy. She is happy and she's enjoying the ride. Here we're gonna show you the self-parking for the car. So what we're gonna do is just gonna get to the reverse and the car gonna identify there is lines and there is parking and what's the designated parking spot she gonna take. So all I gonna do is just click start and the car gonna start reversing and driving it by itself until she got it to the spot. One of the amazing features they have it, and it's very handy. It's super safe as per my experience. But you still have to be cautious and keep your eyes on the two cameras in the back, and the car gotta drive itself to park. Which is perfectly parked, and we're good to go. Here we have the car parked in the parking spot for it, and what we're going to try to do is showing you that the car can drive itself to my location or either to back and forward using my cell phone. So what you're going to have to do is just go to Summon, and you're just going to wait until the car is connected, and you can click forward and the car going to start driving by itself. As you guys see, there's nobody inside, and this is perfect for whenever you have a car between two other cars or in a tight position and you want to get more space to be able to go in your car. Let's get it back, and the car's going back. Perfect. Okay, so one other feature is amazing is that I can go a little bit further and the car can drive to myself. You have to click and keep going because you have to have your eyes on the car. And as you can see, I still have my finger on the, and the car just came to me. So first of all, there's three different categories for the Tesla. There is the self-driving, there is the advanced autopilot, and there is the basic autopilot that come with it. So the basic autopilot that come with it, it just like you click it 2 times on this bar and this arm right here, and the car gonna maintain the speed and the lane based on all the cameras around. It's gonna diagnose all the lines, and based on it, it's gonna determine whether it's gonna turn left or right. And it's normally, you have to check that you are aware about it. As you see here, it did turn blue. So this blue, it was checking for if I am aware about it or if I'm focusing or not. So if not, it's just gonna give me this beeping to tell me to put like a weight on the wheel. I did push the brakes here to get back to the normal steering as a regular car. The only reason why I didn't like what they did here, sometimes in the traffic light, whether it's green or red, it still stops. So even if it's green, sometimes it still stops. Why? Because they're still working on the city driving or the city self-driving mode. Okay, so the good thing about it here, I turn it back on again. As you can see, I have all my hands away from the steering wheel, and let's say if I wanted to switch, see, like there is a light here, but it did turn red, so it forced the car to stop, which is you have to be aware of, otherwise you're gonna get rear-ended from another car. So let's say if I wanted to change lane right now, I see there is a car coming from behind, so you see there's turning red until this car is moving. Then the car by itself, as you can see my hands are not touching anything, car by itself moves to a different lane, and that's what they call the advanced autopilot. The only thing different you're gonna see it in here is this button. So if you click this, it's gonna be the the autopilot, the regular autopilot that's built in the car as a basic or standard mode. Okay, so we are back here on the freeway right now, and I'm gonna show you like pretty much all the differences. I could figure it out. So just gonna turn on the autopilot. So here, as you can see, just the regular autopilot. I turned off the self-driving. It's just gonna change lane, so I just gonna switch it using the blinker right here. I'm gonna make a left, and the car by itself, as you can see, it did determine there's no car behind me and there's nothing to worry about, and it did change lane. Let's me do it one more time. So right here, moving on. Let's say if I wanted to switch from the autopilot to the self-driving, just gonna click on this guy right here. So now it's gonna start to suggest that I move to a different lane or exit, or you know, a different route based on the map, the AI, and programming in it. So for example, if I wanted to do a left right here, as you can see, there's car red, so it wouldn't turn it until it turned blue. Now if I do another left change lane, it's gonna change, it's gonna move. Okay, so you see this line here, that's mean the autopilot is active. Sorry, the self-driving is active, and it's gonna keep going. One of the crazy thing I don't understand, the car is suggesting here to change lane to the left, which is, as you can see here, guys, that's a divider. I don't know what they're doing with, but there's still a lot of improvement they have to do in there. I believe it's just an if and else programming code, and that should be good to go. They should fix that. Okay, so that's pretty much is the self-driving. It's just, you know, changing lanes, all that. They didn't enhance it yet to be able to drive it by itself in the street. It's not worth it, the $200 if you're gonna do it monthly, or the $15,000 if you're gonna do it for the rest. Here, one of the other things, I don't know why the car keep trying to tell me like that I'm going a different route, then get me back again. All that should be a different programming or a improvement in their programming. So these are pretty much the features for the self-driving mode. I know they're still enhancing it and improving it, but for me, for this moment, I don't think it worth $15,000 extra or $200 a month, but I will leave that for you to decide. But the car itself, it's pretty much amazing. Thinking about the acceleration speed, the control of the vehicle, how it is like very steady on the freeway or whenever you hit like higher speed. Personally, I did feel that different when moving from a higher car, an SUV, and going to the Tesla. I would feel the car shake on the freeway whenever I hit like the 70, but using the Tesla, I don't feel I'm going fast until I reach the 80 and I see it on the screen. So it's super stable on the street. I love it. I do love the way they keep improving it and improving the software, because pretty much everything in the car needed is in the car already. All they need is just some coding, and they will for sure. And the other thing I cannot put it on the side, that you can charge your car at home. You don't have to worry about going to the gas station. I know it's not a much if you could do it at home based on the 110, which is gonna give you like 4 to 5 miles an hour. But if you switch your panel and make a 220, you can get up to 26 miles per hour. You can let it overnight, you get the car full, and you don't have to worry about gas prices anymore. Worst case scenario, let's say if you have an issue with the prices of the electricity, couple solar panel in there and you're free. So I highly recommend it. It's a wonderful car, I love it. And I'm not sure what's gonna be my next car. You guys tell me your opinion about it, and hope you enjoy the video. Have a wonderful one.